How do we do the show again?
You like it thick, you like it fat, yeah.
I forgot how to do the show.
I was making sure to get my plot up.
Oh, that's right.
See, I said it. I said the name. I said it.
Let me make sure to get my plot unknown right.
Hi!
Welcome, everybody.
Ooh, this is weird.
It's been
a year.
A hot minute.
It's been a hot
minute. But we're finally back.
Do you know what I was thinking about?
What?
How last October, we got really excited for like a week because we thought we were going to do it again. And I posted on the Instagram and it was like, hey, bitch, I'm back.
We ghosted everyone.
Yeah, we did. We said we're going to be back in November. It's April of 2020. Surprise.
Yeah. It's April of 2020. It's currently April 18th.
Yeah.
I have 2 pounds of ground beef that go bad in my fridge today.
We're making burgers.
You're not going to hear this until May 1st. That's a Friday, but we can change it to Fridays. Who gives a shit?
Who cares?
Who gives a shit?
It's quarantine time,
yeah.
y'all.
We're stockpiling a bunch of episodes because we can. So fuck you. Okay, we don't talk about anything relevant to modern day on this show anyway.
Yeah, true. It literally doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So what's new?
Well, we've both graduated college since we last did the show. I moved apartments.
Yeah, we're in a new apartment. I don't live here, but
that's kind of it, right?
Yeah.
Everything else is just going.
Yeah.
You know? Coronavirus is ruining the nation.
Yeah.
It gave me $1,200 though, so
I haven't gotten mine yet.
You will.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of it. Not much.
No, yeah. That's a quick update for y'all. It's been a year, but that's all you need to know. We're still together.
The last 30 seconds has been me trying to figure out a transition into the name of the movie that we're watching today, but I really can't figure one out.
Well, I think we need to talk about how we're doing things differently.
Oh, shit, you're right.
It's not the same anymore.
Okay, so we've changed the show around a little bit. The same basic premise still applies, right?
One of us
doesn't know the movie, and they write a plot, and then we talk about it. But we've changed 2 things. One is the organization of the show, and 2 is just really it doesn't affect you guys. It just affects the way we record the podcast, which is we don't record before we watch the movie now.
Yeah.
We
record all together.
After.
Because the problem was, and the reason why we got so burnt out on the 28, 29 episodes that we did last year was because it was such a long process. I mean, we were both in college at the time, and it was all day recording.
It's weird to say.
Yeah, I know. It took us all day to record because we recorded the first half, which was always like 15, 20, 25 minutes of us doing the plot thing. And then we had to watch the movie, and then we had to come back and talk about it.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
It is. It's a long time for one episode recording-wise. So.
And then we still had to edit, so...
Now, here's a hot take that I haven't talked to you about yet.
Okay.
What if we do the kind of preparation for next week's episode? Not necessarily writing the plot or anything like that, but you know how we kind of talked about, like, oh, let's guess the movie, or, all the bullshit that we did before we watched the movie. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Okay, never mind.
Cut
Basically,
that out.
what I'm saying is let's talk about what movie we're going to be watching next week now.
Oh.
Like, at the end of this episode.
Oh, well,
so
yeah.
do a kind of intro for next week already.
Okay.
So we don't have to do it.
Sure. I don't care.
The other... Oh, okay.
Oh,
yeah.
no,
What?
you go. No. Oh, I was just going to say, in response to what I said about... So basically now, we are... I'm going to write the plot beforehand that I think it is.
I will too.
Yes. And then we're just going to watch the movie and then we'll record all together. So we've already watched the movie. I've already written a plot. We're just going to see how accurate my plot was and talk about the movie.
Yeah.
It's just easier. It's shorter, easier.
Yeah. The other thing that we're changing is we ourselves, I think, got a little bit bored with the formula of last season.
Yeah.
So we have an idea. We're going to make each season special in its own way. So last season was a regular old run through the numbers, and by numbers I mean letters. So this season what we're going to do is I'm going to pick all of the movies, and they're all going to be alien themed. And
And
now,
also, by the way, we're not doing alphabetical anymore.
yeah, it's not alphabetical. We've shortened the season down to 10 so that we can fit more seasons. So we're not watching 27 Alien movies. We're watching 10 Alien movies.
Yeah.
And then next season, either season 3 or season 2.5. It doesn't really matter what we call it.
Who fucking cares?
Melissa will
I'll do
pick
something.
her whatever she wants to pick, and we'll watch 10 movies for
Probably
that.
gonna be rom-coms.
So it's on your end.
musicals.
Everything is the exact same, except you won't hear me write a plot for a while, which thank God, because they're never right. So
that's the point.
I know, but you typically get them relatively correct.
You gotta go general.
You do got to, as we will learn today, you got to go really general. My laptop's asleep. It's not.
Okay. Whew.
So, without further ado, let's talk about the first movie we watched. Pokemon, the first movie.
I thought we were...
No, yeah, fuck that.
Oh.
We were gonna watch
like,
Pokemon, the remake of Pokemon, the first movie.
We did
and Melissa
watch it.
wrote a plot, and
Yeah.
we watched it, and we were gonna record, and then we got the idea to just do fucking Alien movies, and we were like, well, shit. What are we gonna do with that?
We're just gonna have watched it, and that's it.
Yeah, maybe we'll record that one day.
Maybe.
and release it.
It was just it's the Pokemon movie. It was like what? It's the first Pokemon movie, right? But it's remastered.
So it used to be called Pokemon, the first movie.
Oh.
It's now called Pokemon Mewtwo's Revenge, and it is changed from 2D to 3D.
Yeah.
It was okay. That's our review on it.
Okay.
It was okay. Ash getting turned to stone, spoiler alert, still really sad.
Okay. You're right.
So let's move on to the actual movie. Okay. The actual movie we watched for episode 1
Drum
of
roll?
season 2 is Signs.
It's Signs.
By M. Night Shyamalan.
Let me tell you, he was trying to make me guess. Okay, I don't know if you made the point that Luke's picking all the Alien movies. I writing all the plots this 10 episode arc.
We're in anime now. We deal in arcs.
We deal in arcs. Is that specific to anime?
No, but that's a
Weeb?
common anime thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, so I was the one that had to write the plot because I've never seen Signs. And so Luke had me guess the director, and I guessed what? Steven Spielberg.
She got Steven Spielberg, Eli Roth. I don't
Eli
even know
Roth.
how you know Eli Roth. Do you know anything he's directed?
We've watched a movie that he's directed, and I don't know what, but definitely it happened.
Did we? He directed Green Inferno, Saw, Hostel. Actually, I don't know if I'm pretty sure he directed Saw.
It
I know
doesn't
he directed
matter.
Hostel.
But then I jokingly guessed M. Night Shyamalan.
Is that
and
him? I
turns
think so.
out I was right.
She didn't believe me at first.
I didn't.
She straight up did not believe me that it was directed by M. Night Shyamalan.
The only thing that I correlate M. Night Shyamalan to is that fucking terrible Avatar movie.
And the
I
Sixth
haven't
Sense.
watched
Shout
it.
out Sixth Sense.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, but I didn't fully know that.
Have you seen that movie
Yes.
before?
Yes, I have.
Did you see it before you knew the twist?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't. I wish I could have experienced that. Like, I knew what was happening.
Yeah.
That makes me sad. I wish I could have experienced it like that.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyways.
Wait,
so,
wait. I just realized, I'm pretty sure I watched The Sixth Sense in a psychology class.
That's pretty sick.
I think I watched it in
pretty sick.
school. Okay, anyway. Signs. We watched Signs.
Yeah.
Mel Gibson.
I'm pretty sure he hates Jewish people. Maybe a little problematic.
Is he anti?
Well, he had that. Was he the one with the phone call to his like ex-wife where he was talking shit about Jewish
There is
people?
something really bad about Mel Gibson. I don't remember what it is. Something with him is problematic.
I think 2003 Mel Gibson though was great. I
he
think
got like
current day
arrested.
Mel Gibson.
I think he was an alcoholic, like a crazy alcoholic. It doesn't
That sucks.
matter. It doesn't matter.
I mean, it
He's
matters
great
if
in
you're
this-
like Kevin Spacey. That matters. American Beauty is
What-
tainted.
Yeah, I mean that's true. I mean, I was just saying it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of this podcast.
Yeah, that's fair. Well,
don't
we're
know
here
what-
to supply. I was gonna say
facts.
tips and tricks, but like trivia to the people. You know?
I guess.
Trivia to the masses. Yeah. So, do you want to read your plot?
Yeah.
Okay. Hit
So
it.
obviously, I mean, I feel like everybody knows like a vague understanding of Signs, or like
Yeah. By the way, you should really watch this movie. Here's.
we haven't even gotten into it, man.
Sorry. Here's Luke's Luke's suggestion.
Here's Luke talking over me the entire podcast.
Yep. Let me mansplain the podcast.
I'm gonna kill myself.
I'm gonna suggest a new challenge to all our viewers. It's called the #PlotUnknown Challenge. Watch all the fucking movies before you listen to the podcast. It will make way more sense if you watch the movie and then listen to it.
He's roasting.
You can understand what we're talking about. I know there are people who don't watch the movies that we're listening to.
Let them do what they want to do. Maybe
I'm not going to judge you. No. I'm not going to judge you. I'm just saying the way I would watch.
Maybe they just want to hear the sound of our voice.
Who?
Me.
Okay. Anyways, go on.
I don't want to hear the sound of your voice. Okay. So again,
rude.
Vague description. I feel like everybody knows like the general basis of science, that it's about aliens. Fucking duh.
Is it?
We'll see. So my plot, I said, a dad and his son live on a farm in rural Utah, and strange things start happening. They wake up one morning and there are weird formations in their crops, aka crop circles. They are signs from the aliens. The dad and the son must figure out what the signs are saying, where they are coming from, and how to stop them. And they must not get abducted. If you get abducted, you lose. And that's my plot.
What do you lose?
Life.
Okay.
You die. You just lose the game of life.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, I wasn't wrong.
I mean, you weren't wrong, but you weren't wrong because you went super safe.
I did, and I always go super safe. But I don't want to go super.
That's your prerogative.
That's my prerogative. I don't want to go super specific just
and,
to sound cool.
Super wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
my prerogative.
I know, yeah. I just want to get out what I know and see if it's a correct inkling, you know what I mean? What would you grade that? Should we do the grading now or later?
I mean, I think that if you were to ask me,
did you pull up science trivia?
No, I pulled up science IMDb.
Oh.
I mean, I was gonna say the one piece of trivia that's on the screen.
What is it?
Don't out me yet.
Wow.
Anyways, if I were to like give you off the top of my head a plot of this movie, it would be pretty close to that. So let's do it together, right? Let's be collaborative here. Mel Gibson and et al. Find crop circles in their crops, their corn.
Yeah,
like
there
you're a
are crop
shitty farmer if you only grow
stockles.
corn, I think.
Huh?
If you grow one crop, I'm pretty sure you're a shitty farmer, but whatever.
I don't know how farming works.
Oh, Mel Gibson's wife is dead.
See, that's what I like. That was weird to me because for some reason I just felt like there was no mom in this movie.
Yeah, that's true. I think that's what you get main points on because everything else is like kind of specific, but like you knew that there was
no mother.
Yeah.
And I know that there was a son, but there was.
But that's like easier to guess, I think.
Yeah. It just seems like a dad and son thing to do.
Yeah. So
this movie was so good.
Some crop circles, some weird shit starts happening.
It's not in Utah, it's in Pennsylvania.
It is in Pennsylvania, and aliens invade and then they mysteriously leave.
Yeah.
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 So let's get a little bit more specific.
Okay.
Let's talk about the performances.
So do we do grading? Are we gonna do the 1 to 10?
Oh shit, my bad. I mean, okay. If you didn't include just the dad part, and here's the thing, her plot might not like really sell that she didn't think there was a mom, but throughout the movie she was like, oh yeah, she's dead, before they ever talked about her. So, oh yeah, the mom's dead.
Yeah.
So she knew.
She as in me?
Yes, okay. Melissa knew. So if you didn't have that, I'd give you like a 5 because it's just super generic and it's just like easy. But I think I'm gonna give you a solid 7.
Yeah, I would say 7 too. Just a really average.
And that's above average, but yeah.
Okay.
Well, 70's a C. You got a C.
Okay. Yeah, let's do letter grading. That's probably easier.
I'll give you a C.
Okay.
Maybe a C plus.
Okay, C plus. That sounds good.
C plus.
It's like when you vaguely know like the book that you have supposed to read.
When you read the Spark Notes.
Yeah, and you just write the most generic shit you possibly could, and they're like, okay, well, you're not wrong, but you're not specific.
Yeah. Shout out the way I got through all of my high school language arts classes.
Shout out to the language arts teachers.
How I did all of that.
Yeah.
Was Spark Notes.
Yeah. I've read some books, but not all of them.
I don't think I read a single book in high school.
I did. but just not the boring ones. I liked Lord of the Flies a lot and a bunch of other stuff, but that's not important. Lord of the Flies is a great book. Read that book.
Lord of the Flies is a great book.
We're not in high school anymore.
Yeah. So the performances. Let's talk about the performances.
You got Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson, great. He does this weird thing when he turns corners. Freaks us out.
Weird walk-in.
He walks like a weirdo.
Can I get this out before we go any further?
Yes.
That one of the first scenes in that movie is so fucking funny.
I think it is the first scene in the movie.
Where he like turns the corner into the bathroom.
Yeah.
And it's just bizarre. Yeah, because they hear the children screaming in the field.
It's such a weird
He just like turns the corner and he's just like a robot. He walks like a robot the entire movie. It's really funny.
He's great in this movie.
He is. I don't know how many Mel Gibson movies I've seen, but his acting in this movie was phenomenal.
Yeah, he's great. He's so good. Perfect for this role. I think. His serious parts, like when he, not to jump ahead, but to also jump ahead, when they're at the dinner table. Yeah. And he starts yelling to eat their food. And he eats and crying. And then he starts fucking bawling and he grabs Joaquin Phoenix. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's so good. It is so good. Joaquin Phoenix, also great in this movie.
Beautiful man.
Yeah, he's like low-key handsome.
He is high-key handsome.
Yeah, that's my bad, Joaquin. You're high-key handsome.
It's a good looking
also,
dude.
I found out, I'm pretty sure it's Macaulay Culkin's brother.
Really?
Yeah. His last name is Culkin.
Okay, well that makes, because I was gonna call him.
He looks like fucking Macaulay Culkin.
I was gonna call him Lil Macaulay Culkin.
I don't know the girl's name.
Turns Abigail Breslin. I know it.
Might be. She's great in this movie.
Yeah, like a phenomenal actress for a tiny small girl.
Yeah, there are a couple points where I think that the Macaulay Culkin's brother is not great. Mainly the one scene in the basement where the alien like is right next to him and he goes, "What?" That might be like writing though.
I think that's just writing.
But for the most part, they were all great.
But the thing is that you're kind of right though, because it doesn't really fit his character, because him being a very small boy is very serious almost the entire movie. Mm-hmm. Even when he's got the stupid tinfoil hats on.
He does this one.
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't really fit his character.
Oh shit! By the way, woo. Trivia alert.
Oh, please don't.
I need to get a soundboard.
No, God, no.
This is from IMDb. I'm not even looking at it because I memorized it. All of the main characters, including the cop, all have blue eyes.
Wow.
Pretty interesting.
Okay.
Speaking of blue eyes and meaningless things that you find in movies, this movie has a lot of thematic like callbacks and all that kind of shit.
Signs. A lot of signs.
It does have a lot of signs.
Yeah.
You're precise. Very precise.
Thank you.
I think the earliest one that I showed that I ended up mansplaining to you might be...
God, he always mansplains to me.
Well, okay. I didn't notice it until I watched the Pretty Much It video with Chris Stuckman, where they watched this movie. Sorry,
it's like you're name dropping.
Name dropping this channel I watch. They talked about that throwaway line when the dog is sick and he pees on the floor.
Oh, the veteran.
He says, we'll take it to doctor whatever. And he's like, he doesn't treat animals. That's because the fucking M. Night Shyamalan, who killed Mel Gibson's wife, is a vet.
Okay, so M. Night Shyamalan plays a character in this movie.
As all of his movies.
Yeah, apparently. And what does he play in Avatar? Now I want to watch Avatar. It's on Netflix now.
Is he an alien? Because we can do it.
Oh, no. I would love to watch that, though. Maybe we'll do that on my seat.
So, for all of those who are wondering what you might have just heard in that loud fucking bang, Melissa pulled a little bit too hard on her mic cord and sent the entire mixer falling to the ground, unplugging everything.
I pulled the mixer from the table.
So
anyway, back to the point. M. Night Shyamalan, he in the movie he plays Ray, who is a vet, and he's the one who a sleepy, tired man fell asleep at the wheel and killed Mel Gibson's wife.
Yeah. And what I think is so cool about that is that they don't ever say that he's a vet.
You just kind of have to figure it out.
Line
yeah.
And that one shot of his mailbox that says veterinarian.
Interesting.
That's why I think that is so cool.
Yeah.
Because like you don't have to include that at all in your movie. You don't have to put that anywhere. And M. Night Shyamalan decided to do it, and it works for it.
It did. I do.
more theme stuff. When they all touch, the radio stuff gets clear.
Yeah, so when they're all touching, like they can hear through the static of the baby monitor.
Which I didn't say it to you at the time because the ending is so good and I didn't want to interrupt it. When they check the baby monitor at the end, I don't know if this is intended or not, but when they check the baby monitor at the end, none of them are touching.
Yeah,
and
I
they
know.
don't get a signal.
Yeah.
I kind of think that's intentional.
It has
and that,
to
like,
be.
If they all touched it,
they could have heard the thing upstairs.
But they didn't.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else is there? Oh, demons?
Question mark. So a big theme of this movie is I wouldn't say religion per se,
like
but faith.
Yeah.
And how he was a reverend, but since he lost his wife, he stopped believing.
Yep.
And so it's kind of all about, like, do you trust in your faith, or do you just don't, I guess, believe in anything? I don't.
Yeah, there's that
monologue.
Really great monologue.
Yeah.
After they're all watching the TV and the kids fall asleep, where Joaquin Phoenix is like very worried about all the lights and he wants his brother to comfort him.
Yeah.
And Mel Gibson is like, you got to ask, what kind of person are you? Like, do you believe that everything is luck, or do you think everything is random? Mm-hmm. Wait, no, everything is for a reason. And yeah, I think it's good. I think it's really well. Sorry, I was turning it up.
So I guess it's like, if you believe in luck, then you're not, like, you don't believe in a higher power.
Yeah.
And then if you believe, what was the other one?
If you don't believe, well, I don't even know if it was necessarily relating to a higher power, but it was definitely talking about, I don't know. It was about faith. Because that whole monologue comes back in the end because he remembers what his wife said, which is swing away, and then he remembers the monologue that he gave to Joaquin, which is like, if everything happened for a reason, then everything happened for a reason, so fucking hit the alien with the baseball bat. Which, like,
none of what you said.
Why do you need a flashback to your dead wife to realize you need to hit the alien with the baseball bat?
Because his wife gave him faith.
I don't know. I don't mean in the movie. I mean in real life. Like, there's a baseball bat in there. Why do you need to remember that your dead wife told your brother to swing away?
Because it's important, I guess. Anyway, what you said literally made no sense. You just kind of shuffled through it.
That's my shtick.
Yeah, okay. So what Luke was...
words, no sense.
Oh my God. What Luke was trying to say was that during that monologue, he talked about how his wife, like, he was like, you want to know what my wife's last words were? See and swing away, or something like that. And he was like, that means nothing. Like, when you die, you just, your brain flashes to memories and then you're gone. There's nothing else. But then at the end of the movie, he realizes that there was a point of her saying that. Mm-hmm. And that all of the signs were there to help them defeat the Ellens.
Yeah, literally what I think is so cool is that literally everything in the movie is about it. Like, the kid's asthma, the girl's hatred of water.
Yeah.
Fucking Joaquin Phoenix hitting bombs. Mel Gibson believing in God. I don't know. He was like the quarterback. He just kind of took charge.
Was there, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, everything was for a reason.
Yeah. I think, and that's cool. Like the point is that, like, everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's so deep.
Wow, it is a really deep movie.
So it's a really good movie.
And what sorry to take it, but what I like about that is that, like, it doesn't hide anything. Like, it's all out in the open for you to see. You just have to get it at the end. Like, it all ties the signs in together at the end. They're very blatant. They're obvious. They're talked about the entire time, but you only understand why they're important at the end of the movie.
Yeah, that's why I think I said this to you early on watching that movie. I said, I think watching this movie a second or more time
would make you appreciate
it a better
it.
Movie.
Yeah.
Because
I get that.
You see all of the shit where, like, there's so many establishing shots of all of the little water bottles or glasses of water that the little girl leaves around.
Yeah.
his asthma is important in early on in the movie. They talk about Joaquin striking out and having the strikeout record, all that shit.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't see the point not to swing. Which, like, I feel you.
That's a good point. I like that scene a lot too, because like
it's very subtle.
I love baseball and I played softball, so I get it.
And then a little bit less subtle is when M. Night Shyamalan straight up says, like, oh, they don't like water.
Yeah, so he's like, I'm gonna go to the lake because I don't think they like water.
Yeah, which I wrote in my notes. I thought that was a little too on the nose. I don't know if, like, for a first-time watcher, if it's like that, but for somebody who knows that the aliens are, like, killed by water, it's a little too on the nose to have a character straight up say, they don't like water, so I'm gonna go somewhere there's water.
Yeah, that's true. That's, like, the only part of the movie that was just like, well, duh.
Yeah, and so a lot of people hate his acting.
M. Night Shyamalan?
Yeah.
That's fair.
But also,
it's not
like,
great.
it's fine.
It's what I mean.
It's passable. It's fine.
That's the thing, is that he's a small character in his movie. Because he's small, his shitty acting is passable.
Yeah.
Because you can pass through it. It don't matter.
What else is there? Do you want to get into, now that we've kind of talked about general stuff? Oh, yeah. It's beautiful.
I don't know.
Beautiful movie.
Yeah, it's shot really well. There's so many different, like, man, I forgot all the phrases and wordage.
We need to take another class.
I know. Shit, it's been a year since I've taken that film class. But all, like, the directing and the camera shots and angles and all that were real cool, like, and there was a lot of different ones.
Yeah, I think... So, it's kind of hard to talk about this without getting a little bit more specific. So, in the beginning of the movie, there's that shot when the whole family is at the crop circle.
Oh, and it zooms out.
It has that
but
pan out,
shaky.
and it's just beautiful.
Yeah,
and it's so beautiful. And then there's so much symmetry in all of the shots in this movie, which I think are so cool. There's one when he's at the pharmacy. It's almost totally mirrored to his left and right.
Yeah. And the same when, like, him and I remember this a lot because I thought it was so cool, because now I'm getting it. Now it's clicking in my head. When they were sitting on the couch and, like, Joaquin and Mel were, like, sitting on the couch with their knees up and their
like
hands
children,
on their knees, like children, and the children were talking like they were grown-ups. Yeah. Like, they knew what they were talking about.
And again, that shot is mirrored too.
Yeah, the roles were reversed and the shot was mirrored, and it was fucking so sick.
Another one of the big ones that I think is so cool that it's mirrored is the dinner table scene. But it's mirrored in a different way, because Mel's at the head of the table, and then there are there's Joaquin and the boy on one side, and then the girl and an empty chair on the other.
Yeah.
So, dead mom. Sorry.
She's dead.
She is dead. There's also, I don't remember what was happening in it. I think it's when, I don't remember. I think he might be calling the police or something. He's standing outside in the doorway, and the camera pans back out of the doorway and then slides into a shot of the living room. And it's so cool. I don't remember.
Okay.
But there are so many of those points that you can point to and be like, holy shit, that's shot really well.
Yeah.
The one big gripe I have with this movie is just the CGI, because the close-ups of the alien at the end of this movie don't look good.
They don't, but even then, I'm not mad about it, because it could look worse.
Yeah, but
you could get, like, Werewolf from Breaking Dawn bad.
Yes.
At least it's not that bad.
Yes, but my problem is, like, they shot so much of the alien in silhouette and, like, in the really cool creative shots where it's in the reflection of the TV, and
that's
they
what
didn't
made it
keep it like that.
Yeah, and that's what made it so scary at the beginning too, was how, like, it was just a fucking tall, lanky ass dark mask.
Yeah, that's what I think is wrong. Even the shots of Joaquin Phoenix hitting it with the bat, where it's like you can see it, but it's still in shadow.
Yeah.
I think that's fine. The two that I think are bad are the second time I think that he gets hit by water and you see, like, the scar that the water leaves. Yeah. And he, like, scurries away. That looks like trash. And then
it just starts getting, like,
that looks bad.
Too much sci-fi.
Yeah, it looks like it was made on the Sci-Fi Channel at that point. And I think that if they just kept it in, like, the viewer is smart enough to hear an alien scream and see it scuttle away in the back of a maybe they just thought the like reverse shot with that TV and the reflection would be too much at some point.
Yeah, but I mean, so with you saying that makes me think of the scene in the basement where the kid goes, "What?" You know, and it doesn't show the like the scuffle to get the alien off of the kid, and it just shows like the flashlight dropping, and you see Abigail Breslin's fucking little tiny feet.
That's why I think that last scene is so weird.
Yeah, because like in that scene, you know what's happening, and that's what I love about that scene. It's like you don't need to see what's happening to know what's happening. You can hear it. You can just understand.
You know what's going on.
So why didn't they do that with that scene instead of making it like so kind of cheesy?
But they did. For like the first half of that scene, and then they just switch, randomly.
Switch it, and
it's I don't know, maybe I don't want to make any assumptions, but I'm gonna make an assumption. I bet that to get an alien movie, like, I don't want to say published, I don't know what the word I'm thinking, like distributed by a major company, like a Universal or something like that, I bet you have to have some sort of payoff of like what the alien looks like. You know?
Yeah.
That could be totally wrong. It could just be M. Night Shyamalan being like, I want to show the alien, you know? And it looks like fucking garbage.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's just like the
one thing that's just like,
yeah, it's just like,
why?
You spend all of this time in this hour-and-a-half movie establishing that like the viewer is intelligent. Like you're setting all this shit up and you're understanding that they get it. And then in the last couple minutes, you show the alien. And it's not even like the CG in the two other times that you really see the alien, which is the Mexican birthday party and the hand under the pantry.
Yeah.
Those don't look bad.
The Mexican little kid's birthday party, it wasn't Mexico either.
It was a Spanish, or it was a South American.
Yeah, country. South American country. Guatemala, Puerto Rico. No.
I don't know.
Panama. I don't know. They were speaking Portuguese, if that helps.
I don't know. I can't remember. Cool. It was on the news.
Yeah. I remember it said speaking Portuguese in our subtitles. But the alien, that part, the alien looked like Bigfoot.
You don't like that?
I appreciate it, but it just looks so fake. And Joaquin Phoenix's reaction, he's like come on.
This is a disagreement for us because I love that scene.
I know you do. You got so excited.
I have so much nostalgia for that scene because like I watched this with my brother and one of our best friends, and that's like one of the most fond memories I have. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to fucking break your heart.
No, you're fine. I don't care. I remember being so scared by that scene, and same thing with the pantry scene. Like we watched that shit, and I remember
freaky.
Mitchell ran into our sink because he was so scared.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. Those scenes aren't nearly as scary now.
Well, yeah.
I will give you that. And I think that it has a different impact for a 12-year-old or a 9-year-old than it does a 23 and 24-year-old.
How old are you? Did you forget how old you were for a second? I get it. I like that. I liked it a lot.
I just think I have an emotional connection to those scenes, and those are like the things that stand out to me.
I get it. Yeah.
It's kind of like how I remembered Mel Gibson saying "swing away" be like way more powerful than it was.
Yeah, but it was to a point, but I get what you're talking about. Mm-hmm. I like that. I like the delivery of that part, but then the whole him like beating up the alien with the baseball bat was just kind of like
it's bad form.
All right. Well, yeah, I don't think Joaquin Phoenix is a baseball player.
He's not a character actor, right?
No.
He didn't go play a couple years in the minors.
To help him out with that one scene.
I think. Can I guess your favorite part?
Yes.
Is it when Mel Gibson opens the door and he sees all four of them? Or
There's
all three of them
in
tinfoil hats, and they just look at him. They're like just fucking groundhogs
sitting on the couch with tinfoil hats on and just staring at him.
Died laughing.
I was scream laughing. It is. First of all, seeing a grown ass man sitting on a couch with two children, like with a tinfoil hat on, completely serious, like not even playing a game, is so funny. I just love, because I think that's how I think if this shit were to really happen, like if an alien invasion were to happen,
you'd be tinfoil hat.
Yes, not what I was gonna say though. I just feel like in like a general sense, their like gradual reactions are, I feel like, exactly how the general public would be.
Yeah, and I think it's cool that that's reflected in the news reports that you see too.
Yeah, because you're just kind of like what the fuck is happening, and then you're getting more and more information. Everybody's like, oh fuck, this is not fake, and you start thinking that, like, you start knowing that it's real, and you start trying to take action and think about what you got to do, because there's aliens on Earth, man. Are they hostile? Are they just trying to fucking explore?
Yep.
You got to figure that out.
I think a really cool show of that is the escalation of the news reports.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
With like how less formal and more creepy they get.
Yeah.
Because so it goes from the breaking news where it's all on the channel, and then it's that really boring old dude talking about crop circles.
Yes.
And then it's the lady showing the lights, and then it's the lady again showing
the fucking video.
The video.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's that last news report that you see of the guy who's like obviously not reading off of a teleprompter, and he's like he doesn't have a suit on, he just has like a button down shirt with some of the buttons undone, and he's like, just, I don't know what you would assume from a dude talking about an alien invasion happening.
Just be like, you guys got to protect yourself, like, God bless us all. Yeah. That's what he said.
And then the next time you see the TV, it's totally blank.
It's the broad signal. Yeah, testing the broadcast signal. That alone freaks me out. Like, the broadcast signal, I don't know why. I immediately think of like nuclear war.
Yeah.
And it freaks me out.
So, I don't know. I love the way this movie's made. Me too. I agree with you in that I think it's like probably pretty realistic as to what would happen if we were going to get invaded by aliens.
Yeah, because it's not like over dramatic at all. It's like the right type of dramaticism in that movie.
Yeah.
Because you have alien movies that are just like, oh, some that we will see. Yeah, exactly. And I'm sure we'll get more into it. But this just feels like so right. It just feels like this is what would happen. This is how people would react. Like, it's not over dramatic. It's like the right type of dramatic. And
yeah, I mean, you have Mel Gibson going from, this is bullshit, you're acting crazy, you're gonna get obsessed, to believing, to
it going from like, let's not watch the TV, let's not watch the news, to him seeing like the leg in the crop circles.
Yeah, and then he's like, yeah,
we gotta watch TV.
These fucking aliens are here.
Yeah.
So
I love that.
I have two more specific things that I want to talk about.
Great.
Actually, it might just be one. I don't remember what the second one is.
Okay.
At the beginning, when you see the alien on the roof, right?
Ooh.
First off, pretty scary.
I hate, yeah.
Second off,
creepy.
Holy shit, Mel Gibson saying, I'm crazy with anger.
I'm enraged with anger.
Oh my god, that scene is so good.
The humor really hits in this movie too.
It does, like, and there's a lot of it.
It's not the whole, again, I say it, the whole movie's not over dramatic, and it's not trying to be funny. It just is funny.
Yeah.
Like,
it's a family drama about a man's faith set in an alien thing.
Yeah.
Which is not the second specific thing I wanted to talk about, but the last like general point I had is that it's who the fuck has made a movie about a man losing his faith and regaining his faith and like fixing his relationship with his family
because aliens.
Yeah, in an alien movie.
I said that
and
to you.
And none of them die.
Yeah, none of them die. And that's the thing, is that there was like a foreshadowing moment where they were looking in the alien book and the fucking house was getting burnt up by aliens.
And it's all them, and three of them are dead on the ground.
Three of them are dead, and the house looks exactly like the house they have, but that didn't happen. But I said that to you in the middle of the movie where I was like, it's so strange to me and like oddly relieving that this movie is about faith and a man like losing his faith and then gaining it back. And it doesn't have anything to do with ghosts. It's aliens.
Yeah, it's not a paranormal movie.
Yeah, because like paranormal...
Unless you believe it's demons, but...
Yeah, but that's besides the point. But like paranormal like activity, not the movie, but like in general, paranormal activity always... Okay. It always like goes hand in hand with like religion almost, because like ghosts are supposed to be like, you know... fucking people
look at paranormal activity, look at all that shit.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly. But it's aliens. It's not ghosts. That's like for some reason that's just like a crazy idea to me. Like that is like bonkers. Like, I love that. I love how they were like, fuck it, let's not do the casual shit, let's go faith and aliens.
And what I also love is that there's no point where Mel Gibson, like, halfway through the movie, like, this, okay, I don't know how I'm trying to say this. His faith in God isn't what beats the aliens.
No, it's his faith and, like,
him believing that things are happening for a reason.
Yeah.
It kind of is.
Yeah.
But, like, they
don't like outright say, like, God and, like, religion. It's just faith in general.
Yeah.
Which is refreshing.
Yeah, and I think one of the most powerful parts of this movie is when it's close to the end, when his son is having an asthma attack and they don't have his inhaler, and he starts saying, "I hate you," to God, and because that's who I assume it's to, right? Yeah. He just goes, "I hate you." Yeah. "I hate you." I thought that shit is so powerful. Yeah. So powerful. Because he's just at his end, and, like, they go to sleep. They sleep 12 hours, by the way.
Yeah, that's a long time. That's a long time. And that's the thing that's kind of, like, iffy, is, like, they sleep for 12 hours and the aliens are gone.
Yeah, and the aliens don't try to fuck with them again.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever. But what was I saying? Joaquin Phoenix is like, "You didn't think we would make it through the night, did you?" And he said no. Yeah. And what I think that adds
I don't ever want to hear you say that again. I don't ever want to see your eyes like that again.
I think it adds some, like, context to that scene where, like, he's really thinking they're all going to die, and he really fucking hates God because of all of this. Yeah. I think that is so...
I didn't make that connection. I just thought he was saying that
I hate you to, like, the asthma?
Well, no, I just thought he was saying it in general to, like... I don't know, because earlier in, like, the movie, in earlier scenes, his son said that he hated him. So I thought it was like some type of throwback to maybe, like, I don't know. I just didn't make that connection. I don't know what kind of connection I made, but it wasn't that. Yeah. But okay.
That's how I interpreted it.
All right.
Maybe I'm wrong, but that's how I saw it.
That's how interpretation is.
Last thing that I have. You might have more.
I have nothing.
The way they do the flashbacks in this movie. Oh, chef's
good.
Kiss. It's not up until the end. It's not random flashbacks. It is like he falls asleep, sees a flashback, and you don't see all of it. Yeah. Which I think is great. You're not hit over the head with that scene 40 times. Yeah. Because you always want to know what's happening next. Yeah. And you don't see all the all the fucking bullshit that has already happened in that scene. It just skips through it. I think it's so good.
Yeah, they did that very tastefully, I will say. Yeah, it doesn't hit you over the head. And it's always just like, yeah, him sleeping and then him waking up. Like, okay, yeah, his memories are coming back to him as he's thinking about what happened with his wife and why it's important and everything.
Yeah. So, great movie.
Yeah.
Great movie. Very powerful.
Yes. One thing I will mention, and this is, like, really kind of unimportant, but I just think the way his wife died is fucked up.
It's crazy.
Like, the fact that she was pinned against a tree and she was basically severed in half.
And they were keeping her alive until he got there.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Fucked up. That's just playing with life. Like, that's nutty.
Oh my God. That brought something else up. His interaction with her while she's dying is like, he can't process it. And he's like, "Oh, you love walks." Yeah. And, she says, "Tell Graham to see it." And he's like, "I'm right here." Yeah. And it's so good because he's, like, very obviously shocked and just can't comprehend what's happening. Yeah. And that's all he can come up with.
His acting is amazing.
Yeah, that's all he can come up with is, like, "Oh, you love walks."
It's just, like, normal conversation.
Good. It's so good.
He's just, well, I think he's trying to keep her calm and trying to keep himself calm. Yeah. So he's just making it seem kind of like a normal conversation. Yeah.
So.
Good movie.
What's your grade? What's your rating?
I think
let's keep it with numbers on this one.
Yeah. Letter grading for plots.
Numbers for
so we can do the averages.
Keep a running of, like, yeah.
Got you, man. I think I'm gonna say an 8, like a solid 8. Mm-hmm. Just because I think it has a lot of room to improve in the CGI department, and, like, think they need to rethink that. But I don't know, 9 and 10 just seem like too high. Maybe, like, I say a solid 8.
This movie is a 9.5.
Oh, for you?
It's a 9.5.
Oh, yeah, but you have the nostalgia with it.
Even taking away the nostalgia,
Really?
I think it's a 9.5. I think the half point is the shitty CGI and some of the little plot holes. Maybe a 9. Maybe a 9. Is that more fair?
I wanted to say 8.5, but I felt like that was too generous.
Okay, I'll give it a 9.
That sounds bad. Okay.
Then that last point is a couple plot holes, the one throwaway line about the water that I think they could have done more subtly, and the CGI. That's it. I think those are like the only problems I see with this movie.
I'm gonna go 8.5 then. Fuck it.
Okay.
Because I really love this movie. I think it's definitely easily gonna be one of my favorites.
This movie is already up in the stratosphere of the things that we've seen in this podcast.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that like it automatically made a big impact. I love Aliens, first of all, and this movie is just so
great season for
tastefully done. Oh, fuck yeah!
That's because it's not a bullshit alien movie. We're gonna watch some dumb bullshit alien movies that are all the same formula, and it's not this. It's not.
I just like love the feeling of like a little town where people like know everybody, and then it's like fucking overrun with aliens. Nuts.
Yep. It's a sleeper hit. It's a sleeper hit.
You're right.
This is like Submarine. This is like a sleeper hit.
Oh, Submarine was so good.
Like both of those are, at least in terms of the podcast, unknown. Well, I mean, Signs isn't unknown, but like relatively little known.
Submarine is very underrated.
About movies.
Yeah, because
that are amazing.
Yeah, like I knew of Signs. I mean, I feel like everybody has heard of it, but I don't know. No, you don't really hear like, oh, Signs is my favorite movie. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Did you expect some dumb M. Night Shyamalan twist?
No, not really.
You didn't think there would be one in this movie?
I wasn't really thinking about it because I haven't watched too many M. Night Shyamalan movies to like really like think about his twists and shit. That's 2002. I figured it'd be a 90s movie.
So, I mean, the
interesting.
CGI is not that bad for 2002.
No.
But it's bad now.
See, I don't mind like older CGI. I hate new CGI. I hate it.
Like a lot of the remade Star Wars or remade Jurassic Park CGI that is just
I would rather the fucking shit be big old puppets. I think that's more realistic than...
I wish that he would have had the fucking cojones to put a dude in a suit.
In a suit, right? In a fucking Slender Man costume.
And barely ever see that alien.
Exactly.
See the alien in like 2 shots. Don't have that shot of him getting hit by the water.
Exactly.
I think that's the only place that this movie has like drastic improvement. That could be.
Yeah. I agree. Big cojones.
Big cojones. Speaking of big cojones, next week.
Okay,
we're watching the classic Alien.
Oh, are we doing that next week?
Yeah.
Okay, it's Alien, and then isn't the sequel Aliens?
Yes. Yes.
Clever.
Aliens is like an action movie. Alien is a horror movie.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
Alien
I didn't know that.
Is amazing.
Okay, I'm excited.
Amazing.
Cool. I'm excited.
I'm going to give you a spoiler.
Okay.
Probably going to be another 9.
Really?
I fucking love that movie.
I'm excited. You know what? The only thing I like correlate Alien to is in the Great Movie Ride, R.I.P. at Disney World.
Such a good...
It's not there anymore. But the alien would come down from the ceiling in that one scene. It would always freak me the fuck out when I was younger.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah, so Ripley Scott's Alien.
Okay.
Wait, Ridley Scott's Alien. That's fucking... What an idiot.
Yikes.
What an idiot. I'm trying to see what the actress's name is. I don't remember.
Okay.
Oh, Sigourney Weaver. Duh.
Oh.
Yeah. Queen Sigourney Weaver.
Okay. What else is she in?
This has been a good episode, everybody.
I'm excited to be back.
Me too.
It took a long time, but it's here, and we're talking about aliens.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Bye.
I think we still have the email. Nobody's ever sent us an email, but if you want to send us an email about what you thought about Signs, we'll read it next week.
It's just like what? plotunknown@gmail.com?
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Is it plotunknownpod?
It might be plotunknownpod. We can't read it next week because we're going to be recording.
Yeah. Just email us if you want to talk.
Yeah. Email us if you have a review of any of the movies that we're watching. We'll read them at the end of the season.
Yeah. And I mean, obviously, we'll start up on our Instagram and Twitter again and start posting.
Or hit us up on Instagram and Twitter.
Or Facebook. We'll start that all up again.
Yep.
It's happening, y'all.
Yep. It's happening.
It's Plot Unknown
May
time.
1st.
Yay! Yay!
Are we gonna go to every Friday instead of every Thursday?
I don't know. We'll see.
Okay, we'll let you know. We'll know by now.
Okay.
This is past us talking.
Yeah, this is past us.
Like a month ago us.
I wonder what life will be like in May. Do you think we'll still be in lockdown?
Probably.
Okay, well, bye, guys. We'll see you in a week.
Next week, Alien, horror movie classic.
Don't do that.
What, you don't like my...
Bye.